Hello student. Welcome to this is actually the new series of video lecture. In this video lecture series we are not going to discuss about the what theories, especially for the state board examinations. Okay, maybe some in the month of maybe June or July your examinations are going to be conducted. Okay, so if you look at the new pattern, that means the reduced syllabus is there. So in that reduced syllabus, or you can say in any examinations, there are almost you have to solve the minimum 3 numericals, that means total 15 marks are there. Okay, so if you see at this reduced syllabus pattern, or you can say the marks weightage, so the numericals will be belongs to the what, the chapter number 2, okay, and the chapter number 3, and then 7th chapter number, and then you have 10th one, and then 11th one. Correct. Okay, so numerical number 1, numerical number 2, numerical number 3, numerical number 4, and numerical number 5. Okay, so in this topic, so this is nothing but the electric potential and capacitance. Correct. Okay, from second chapter. Okay, so there is no numerical from the first chapter. Okay, because already the board has sent you the two question papers. Okay, model question paper. So if you go through that model question paper, in both the question papers the numericals are belongs to what, only this topic. So second is what, current electricity. Second topic is what, current electricity. Okay, and third, this one topic is what, alternating current. This topic is what, alternating current. And 10th one is wave optics. Okay, so this is confirmed. And then 11th is dual nature of radiation and matter. Dual nature of radiation and matter. Okay, so only out of these topics you will have the numericals, and out of these 5 numericals you have to solve any 3. Okay, you have to solve minimum any 3, so don't lose the these 3 marks. So first I will start with what, the first topic itself, electric potential and capacitance. Okay, before we dealing with what the directly numericals, I will explain the what are the equations are present in each topic. Okay, whenever I discuss the numericals. Okay, suppose if I am discussing the electric potential and capacitance, straight away I am not going to solve the numericals. First I will take the 5 minutes to describe the what are the equations we are going to use, or the equations present in that topic. Okay, so first we will discuss the second topic itself and some basic phenomena. Okay, so I hope that everything is clear on the board. Okay, and if you feel at any stage, if you feel any difficulty which not understood any steps, then please comment me in the comment box. So okay, so I will reply your answer. Okay, so the first, this topic itself written, okay, and the first numerical is already written, but important formula in this topic. The first formula is nothing but the potential. First formula is nothing but potential, and potential is represented by V. Okay, and potential is equal to what, work done divided by charge. Work done divided by what, charge. Okay, so this is the general equation, but you have another equation, V is equal to what, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Q by R, where 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, it has a value 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Correct. Okay, Newton meter square, sorry, Newton Coulomb square per meter square. Correct. Okay, so this is what the value you have to put, standard value. Okay, and Q is nothing but the charge, and R is nothing but the distance from the charge. Okay, and then electric dipole, there is what, electric dipole. Okay, so due to this electric dipole you have one equation. So V is equal to what, P cos theta divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. 4 pi epsilon naught R square. Okay, so this is what another equation. Okay, whenever you have the electric dipole, then the potential due to electric dipole you have to represent it in this format. Okay, so already we have seen potential at axis of a dipole is plus minus P divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. Okay, and potential at equator of the dipole is 0. Equator of the dipole is 0. So remember, this is for 1 mark at least. Okay, so the next formulas are potential due to dipole. Okay, and then potential energy between the two charges, potential energy between two charges, potential energy between two charges, correct. Okay, so if you have the one charge q1 and you have another charge q2 and there is a separation between them, then the potential energy between them is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 divided by r, q1 q2 divided by r. Okay, so this is another equation. Okay, potential energy. After that you have capacitance. You have the term, that is new term, capacitance. Okay, the second chapter. Okay, or you can say from the second chapter, this is what the second part. Okay, so capacitance, in that you have parallel plate capacitor, parallel plate capacitor. Okay, and the parallel plate capacitor has a equation A epsilon naught divided by D, A epsilon naught divided by D, where A is nothing but the area, D is nothing but the distance between the plate, distance between the plate. Okay, and then simply capacitance is also written as, simply capacitance is, that is C is equal to what, how much charge present in a, when you apply the small unit potential. Okay, so C is equal to what, Q by V. Okay, and then combination of the capacitors, so series combination. Okay, so series combination, in that if these are the two capacitors C1 C2 are connected in series, then total capacitance is Cs is equal to what, 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus so on. Okay, and then parallel combination, you have parallel combination. Okay, if the two capacitors are connected in, or two or more capacitors are connected in parallel combinations, then okay, like this, if suppose this is C1 and this is C2 and they are connected at one common point, okay, and both are parallel, then the total capacitance is C1 plus C2 plus and so on. Okay, if there are three, okay, you can just add them. Okay, and the last one is, you can have energy stored in a capacitor, energy stored in capacitor, energy stored in capacitor. Okay, so that energy stored in the capacitor is half C V square. Okay, or U is equal to what, Q square upon 2C. There are two or three formulas are there, correct. Okay, so remember these two formulas. Okay, especially the numericals will be belong to this, or maybe you can have the numerical belongs to this parallel plate capacitor. Okay, so these are some important formula you have to remember in this topic. Okay, so just pause the video, write it, okay, or by it. Okay, so and I assume that you have learned theory of this topic. So I have just make one brief of this on formulas. Okay, so you have to remember what is meaning of A, what is the meaning of epsilon naught, what is the meaning of D. You have to remember all this value. What is the meaning of Q1, Q2, you have to know. Okay, so let us start with the first numerical. Okay, so take the screenshot, or you can just watch it again. Okay, so read the first numerical thoroughly and what are the givens. So there is one basic rule: whenever you encounter with a numerical, first try to write it down a given things. Okay, so what are the given things in the numerical? Suppose the charge is mentioned, then value of the q is given. Suppose the distance is mentioned 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter, that is r is given. Okay, so unless and until you write it down the given things, you are not able to solve the numericals, because if you write the given things, you will come to know which formula we can apply, correct. Okay, so start reading. Okay, before I start solving the numericals, try yourself first. Okay, so calculate the first one. Calculate the potential due to a potential at p point. Okay, so there is what, any point p, okay, located potential. That means what, you have to find out v potential, you have to find out v. Okay, so due to a charge of this much. Okay, so q is given due to a charge of this. Okay, so I will mention here that may be charge here. positive. So this is q is equal to what? 4 into 10 to the power of minus 7 coulomb, correct? Okay, located 9 centimeter. So this is nothing but r is given. What is this? R is given. Okay, so this p point is located at a distance of 9 centimeter from this charge, so it is 9 centimeter, correct? Okay, so due to this charge, what is the potential at p point, which is located at 9 centimeter away from this charge? You have to find out. And also there is a what second question, obtain the work done. Okay, so obtain the work done means what? You have to find out W. Okay, bringing a charge of, there is another charge. Okay, so I will tell you, from infinity, where from the infinity to the point P. Okay, and then if you got the answer, does that answer depends on the path along which the charge particle is brought? This charge along which the charge particle is brought. Okay, so first we will try to solve the A segment. Okay, so the given things are, first given thing is charge is how much? 4 into 10 to the power of minus 7 coulomb, correct? Okay, so this is the actual charge, so I will mention here capital Q. Okay, now there is another small charge is given, 2 into 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb, okay, and the distance r is given 9 centimeter. So everything should be in SI units. So centimeter cannot be SI unit, it is in CGS system, so you have to convert into by multiplying minus 2 10 to the power of minus 2 into meter. This value you have to take. Okay, and then what is, okay, and we know potential at infinity is 0. Remember this one. Okay, because they have mentioned infinity, this charge is bringing from the what? So suppose this is P point and this is what? Infinity. So at this infinity there is a charge 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb. So this is Q is placed. So if you are bringing this charge from infinity to this point, maybe straight, maybe curve, or maybe any path. Okay, how much work is required? That is the second question. Okay, so these are the things you have to know. So what you have to find out? V at P point, first potential at P point, and then what is the work done in bringing this charge to this point, okay. So first of all we will find out the A. So potential is given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Actually this is very simple, such a questions will not be asked, but you have to go step by step in the numericals. Okay, so that's why I have started with what? Simple one. So V is equal to what? Potential at P is equal to what? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. It has a value 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Okay, Q is how much? That is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 7 and divided by what? R. So R is how much? R is 9 into 10 to the power of minus 2. So 9 into 10 to the power of minus 2, correct? Okay, so solve this. So 9 cancel out. So potential at P is equal to what? 4 into 10 to the power of plus 9 minus 7. It becomes what? Plus 2. Okay, and this minus 2 will move up, it becomes also plus 2. So Vp is equal to what? 4 into 10 to the power of 4 volt. You have to mention the unit because potential has a unit of volt. Okay, so this is what the answer of first one, correct? Okay, so next is B. Now we will try to solve the B one, correct? Okay, so what is the B? Obtain the work done. So as you know, potential is equal to what? Work done divided by charge. The first equation, first formula. Okay, before starting this numerical I have mentioned one first formula. So V is equal to what? Work done divided by charge. Therefore work done is equal to what? Multiply by potential, correct? Okay, so work done is equal to what? Q. Okay, which charge we are bringing? Okay, that is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 9, not this one, because it is mentioned bringing this charge. So instead of Q you have to take what? This one, small q. Okay, so make it here difference. If you want, make it capital Q. Okay, so Q, that is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 9, correct? Multiply by, okay, now potential from what? Infinity to P point. Okay, so what is the potential at P point? It is already calculated. Okay, so I will mention here potential at P minus potential at infinity, from which point you are bringing to which point. So potential difference you have to take. Potential difference. So W is equal to what? 2 into 10 to the power of minus 9 multiply by potential at P 4 into 10 to the power of 5 minus 0 because potential at infinity is 0, correct? Okay, so work done is equal to what? 2 into 10 to the power of minus 9 multiplied by 4 into 10 to the power of 5, correct? Okay, solve this. So work done is equal to what? 2 into 4, 8 into 10 to the power of minus 9 plus 5, it becomes what? Minus 4, correct? Okay, so this is what a joule, because work done has a unit in terms of what? Joule itself, correct? Okay, now the third question is, okay, does answer depends on the what? The path along which the charged particle is taken. Okay, now what is the answer? So we got the work done this much to bring the charge from infinity to that point. Okay, if you are bringing this charge from infinity to P point straight, if you are bringing this charge from infinity to P point in this format or maybe in this format, the work done will be always same. Okay, so from that you can write it down. Okay, the work done is independent on path along which the charge particle is taken. Okay, so it doesn't depend whether you bring it from infinity to P point in a straight line, in a curve, or maybe any line. The work done is always same. So you are getting what? The same work done. Hence, to move the charge, from infinity to P point is same in all path taken, or you can say in all path direction. Okay, so this is what the answer of this question. Okay, so I hope that you understood it. If you are not understanding any step, please comment me in the comment box, correct? Okay, or just pause the video, see it, try to understand, and then okay, otherwise just revise this. Okay, just rewind this video and see once again. Okay, so we will move towards what? The next numerical. So moving towards the next numerical. Okay, so the two charges, you have two charges. This is 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb, and then 2 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb. Okay, actually it is minus, negative charges there. Okay, so this is what is Q1 and this is what is Q2, correct? Okay, so Q1 and this is Q2 are located 15 centimeter apart. So this is what you can say R, or you can say D, maybe R or D, distance between the two charges are given. So at what point along the line joining, the line which joins the two charges, the electric potential is zero, and as usual you have to take potential at infinity is 0. Okay, so just read the numericals and try to understand it. Okay, so first draw the two charges. So here it is Q1, how much it is? 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb. Okay, and at some distance Q2 is there, so that is 2, that is minus 2 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb. Okay, and what is the distance between them? The two charges are separated at a distance of, you can say, so I will mention here the distance, that is 15 centimeter. How much it is? 15 centimeter. Okay, that means this is D is equal to what? 15 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter, correct? This distance we have to take. Okay, so this is what the line joining, the line which join the, so this is what the line joining, the line which joins the charge Q1 and Q2. So at what point between the line joining, that means somewhere here between the 2 point, between the two charges, at what point the total potential is 0, that means potential due to this charge plus potential due to this charge must be equal to what? 0. So I will consider that point is located here, P. Okay, so at this P point potential is 0, at this P point potential is 0, it is given. Okay, so I will consider that P point. So suppose the P point is located at a distance of x. Okay, so I will mention here, this is what the distance x, at a distance of x. Okay, now from here to here it is x, then from here to here it is how much? Correct? Okay, if from charge q1 to p point, it is located at a x distance, then from q2 to p point, that is located how much, 15 minus of this, correct. So it is 15 minus of x. You can take it in meter, otherwise leave it as it is, okay, because in the ratio both are going to be cancelled, okay. So that's why I have not converted into 15 into 10 to the power of minus 2, okay. So now here at point P, total potential is 0. At what point the potential is 0? P point is the point between the two charges where the potential is 0, correct, okay. So total potential means what? Potential due to this charge, potential due to this charge, correct, okay. And potential is a scalar quantity, okay. So that means at point P, net potential is 0. Net potential means how many charges are there? 2 charges. So that means total potential V is equal to what? V1 plus V2, and V1 plus V2 must be equal to what? 0. That is given. V is equal to 0 is given, okay. Now, so V1 potential due to first charge, how much it is? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught due to q1 divided by what? X. So that point is located at a distance of x from q1 charge. So below this q1 you have to take x, and then V2 is equal to what? Same, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q2 divided by what? 15 minus of x, because from that q2 charge the point P where the potential is 0 located at distance of 15 minus x, okay. So now you got the V1, V2, so place in this equation. So V1 is equal to what? So 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1, okay. Q1 is how much? 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8 divided by what? X divided by x, that is calculated, okay. So is equal to what? Sorry, plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, okay, minus 2 into 10 to the power of minus 8 divided by 15 minus x. 15 minus x is equal to what? 0. That is given, okay. So now if you consider here, this is minus 2, so minus and plus, so I will remove this minus here and put it here, okay. That minus will come here, okay. Now minus and this, that is equal to, correct. So I will write it down as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8 divided by x is equal to what? Shift to that side, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2 into 10 to the power of minus 8 15 minus x, correct, okay. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught cancel out, 10 to the power of minus 8, 10 to the power of minus 8 cancel out. So what is left? 3 divided by x is equal to what? 2 divided by 15 minus x, okay. Now cross multiply this bracket, multiply with 3, so 3 15 minus x is equal to what? 2x, 2 multiplied by x, okay. So multiply 15 into 3, so 45 minus 3x is equal to what? 2x, correct. Shift this 3x to that side, so 45 is equal to what? 3x plus 2x, so 45 is equal to what? 5x, correct, okay. So if you solve this, x, so x is equal to what? 45 divided by 5, so x is equal to what? 9 centimeter, correct, okay. So you can write it down here, from charge q1, at 9 centimeter, the net potential is 0. Net potential is 0. Okay. So this is the second numericals, okay. So just write it down, read it once again and rewind. If you do not understand anything, just rewind the video and try to understand each and every steps, okay. So moving towards the next numerical. Okay, so moving towards the next numerical, so just pause the video and try yourself first, okay. And if you got the answer, it is well and good. If you do not got the answer, then you can just resume the further video, okay. So there is a circular parallel plate capacitors, okay. So parallel plate capacitor, but the shape of the plates are circular, okay. So these are the two plates, circular parallel plates, okay. So this is what the plate 1, plate 2, they are in the form of a circle and their radius is given. Radius of the circular plate capacitor is given, that is 5 centimeter. Okay, radiuses are given and they are separated, that means this plate and this plate are separated at distance of 2 mm, distance of 2 mm. Okay, then calculate the capacitance. So what is the capacitance of this capacitor? That means C you have to find out. Okay, and then energy stored, and the energy stored, that means you have to find out what potential energy, you can say energy only, when it is charged by connecting a battery of 200 volt. Okay, so you have to find out what two things, capacitance and then energy stored. So first of all, write down the given things, write down the what given things. So the given thing is what, circular plate capacitor has a area is, you can say radius is given, r is given how much, that is 5 centimeter. So I will write it down 5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. This is what the radius. Okay, and then distance between the plate, distance between the plate, that is d, is given 2 mm, and 2 mm means what, 10 to the power of minus 3 millimeter. Correct. Okay. So and then you have to find out what is the capacitance and what is energy stored if it is connected to potential of 200 volt. Okay, so parallel plate capacitor is there, so straight away you have to know these two equations. C is equal to what, A epsilon naught divided by D. So this is what the ask, correct. And then energy stored is equal to what, half C V square. So these equations are there. Okay, you cannot calculate the directly energy because capacitance is not given. So first get the capacitance and this capacitance is placed in this equation. Okay, so first of all I will calculate the what, capacitance of this parallel plate capacitor. Okay, so now here A is nothing but the what, area. So this can be written as pi r square, because r is given, pi r square multiplied by what, epsilon naught is given 8.854 10 to the power of minus 12 divided by D is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Correct. Simply straight away place the values. So C is equal to what, pi is 3.142 multiplied by r square. So what is r, 5 into 10 to the power of minus 2. So 5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 the whole square multiplied by 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12. So divided by 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Correct. Okay. So capacitance is, if you solve this straight away, I am going to write down the equation. If you solve this, you will get around 34 point. Okay, just solve this. It will be 34.8 into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad. So this is what the capacitance you got. Correct. Okay, so multiply all these things, it becomes 10 to the power of minus 2 will square, it becomes what, minus 4, minus 4, minus 12 and then minus 3, you will get what, automatically minus 12. Okay, but in 2 digit, 34.8. okay, so this is what the capacitance. Now energy stored is U is equal to what, half C V square. Okay, so U is equal to what, half. Now C you have already calculated, that is 34.8 into 10 to the power of minus 12, and V square is nothing but the 200 square, because that is 200 volt. V is given. Okay, so U is equal to what, half into 34.8 10 to the power of minus 12 into, okay, this can be written as 2 into 10 to the power of 2 the whole square. Make the simplification, simplify. Correct. Okay, so U is equal to what, half into 34.8 into 10 to the power of minus 12. Okay, square of this 2 square is 4 and 10 to the power of 2, it becomes what, 4. Correct. Okay, so when you multiply, that means if you multiply here 17.4, correct. Okay, 2 17.4, so 17.4 into this 4 as it is, this 4 as it is. Correct. Okay, 10 to the power of minus 12 and plus, it becomes what, minus 8, it becomes minus 8. Correct. Okay, and then if you multiply this, so energy you will get around 6 point, actually 69.6 10 to the power of minus 8 you will get. Okay, but I will convert into single digit. So final answer is U is equal to what, 6.96 10 to the power of minus 7 joule. Okay, so it is very simple. If you solve such a way, you will do not lose any marks, single marks. Okay, but mention their unit. You are calculating the capacitance, so unit is Faraday. You are calculating the energy, Joule. Okay, so only two equations are sufficient. This is first equation, that is second equation. They have asked what? Capacitance and then this one, correct? Okay, because they have mentioned parallel plate capacitor. Okay, so just pause the video, see it and try to solve yourself first and then see the solution. So moving towards the next